Hey there! Are you looking to record your videos, do your voiceovers, and take your professional pictures? Look no further. With our state-of-the-art newsroom, photography, kitchen for our food content creators, and exclusive children's studio, we certainly can deliver the best studio experience. Our carefully designed studio space can bring your diverse creative content ideas to life. We aim to consistently serve value to our customers far and wide. Come, let Tharv Media give life to your dreams. Tharv Media, a slice of infotainment. All right, welcome back, and I want to thank you so much for watching the newspaper review up to this time. We are back with the headlines, and this time around, we're going to the Vanguard newspaper for today, the third day in the month of November. And on the Vanguard here, we see at the very top, it says foreign portfolio investment down 31.9% to 108.9 billion naira. Page 19 is where the full details of that story is. Also, we see a court orders unconditional release of Emefiele. Tax-seeking insurgents kill 40 in Yobe attacks. And page 6 is where you get details of those two stories. We also see Tinubu seeks fair, transparent poll in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi State. Page 4 is where that detail is. Moving downwards, we see here, FCT enough for me. I'm not interested in running rivers. Wike speaking there, of course, in response to all of the allegations pointing at him as regards the matters that, came up on Monday till recently. And page 10 is where you get that story in details. Ajero in critical condition may be flown abroad. NLC. Ajero politicizing labor activities in Imo, Uzadima. The main headline on the Vanguard reads, electricity policy flip-flop threatens $155 million smart meters project. Bid requires high turnover, cash flow, orders in dollars. Indigenous manufacturers kick petition. Federal government. Interministerial committee swings into action. Report puts installed capacity at 4.5 million. TCN PMU reopens controversial bid. Experts call for cancellation. Engagement. All right, page 5 is where the details of that whole story is. And that is all the headline will be taken from the Vanguard newspaper. Let's get into some conversation. Let's talk about the minister of the FCT. Well, he has become the most trending minister within the last 1 week because he's been on the news back to back as regards the crisis that broke out sometime on Monday in River State. And this time he's coming out to respond to all of the stories, allegations, fingers being pointed at him, and he's saying, FCT is enough for me. I'm not interested in running River State. Do you believe that he means what he's saying?
I don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. I don't believe
He has been talking a lot. He has been saying so much.
Yes.
He has been saying so much that he has been doing the opposite of. And I don't know what to think of this man anymore. But then again, I watched an interview of Magnus Abe this morning, and he was saying that, okay, whether or not the allegations are true or not, but that these parties or the actors in all of this should really shield the sword and begin to think of the interests of various people. What's your take on the entire story, though?
So the entire story, my issue with the entire story is that we don't have strong institutions in our states. It's not just about River State.
Yeah.
In most states, even in the entire country.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you go to the house and burn down the house and nothing has been done?
Yeah.
The people that have been arrested are the people that are supporting the governor. Okay, about 100 of them, Abi,
yeah,
they were taken to the correctional center and they were all bailed. What are the issues? Aside whatever is happening within them, they say father and son. Some elders came out to say,
no,
why will the son be offended?
Oh no, when I saw that press conference, I felt so appalled. I felt very bad. I felt, in fact, so far, I don't want to use the words that I used while I was talking to my friends, but then it was very, very shameful and embarrassing.
Infrastructure.
I don't get it. They call themselves elder statesmen or stakeholders, as it were, and you need to hear the rubbish that was coming out of their mouth. I'm sorry, my viewers, but then it's hard for me to try to, make the words, I'm trying to use mild words to describe the nonsense I saw them saying that day. But then why would they reduce the seat of a governor to maybe some high school course rep? I don't get it. The man is not a high school course rep, for their information. He's an elected executive governor of a state. And if they are forgotten, constitutionally, the powers that he carries are way higher than that of that minister that is trying to shake his seat. It is just loyalty to a father that is making the governor still sound the way he sounds. If he wants to go all out against that minister, Wike will lose a lot. He said he has a political structural base here in Rivers State. I'm afraid if the governor goes all out against him, he might lose the entire structure. And it will be that he woke up one morning and thought that the structure his so-called structure that he's trying to defend, he woke up and decided to try to crack it. That's how I will look at it. Yeah, well.
Be you elder, be you father, mind you that one day your son might be angry with you.
Yeah, of course.
You've been pushing him, and he said, come on, I can't take it anymore. And I think that's what happened. Because I even asked the question, why do you want to impeach him? We should not still heard from these people, even the elders, the so-called elders. Tell us why.
That he woke up and said,
yes,
I think I'm tired of this Fubara. He should leave. Why? Came out to say the governor did this, the governor did that. He did not act well. He did not did this. Okay, so the main actor or the actor on this other end, what did he do right? Did he just jump up and decide to act the way he did without, and of course, we've heard his friends, people like Magnus, people like Dele Momodu come out to say that Wike is a very, 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 stubborn man. He doesn't listen to advice. And he has anger issues. When he's angry, he makes decisions irrationally. And sometimes he regrets it. Most times he doesn't. Is that what we will be getting in a state as powerful as Rivers State? We have heard it from time immemorial that governors that come out of Rivers State are some of the most powerful governors in the country. If you check history, you will find out that they have always been very relevant politically. Why water down the position of that office now that Fubara is there?
And you also don't blame them because they've also been watching from the Jagaban of Africa, okay? Because of what he did during the time of what's his name again now? The man from
Ambode.
Ambode. Okay, for the fact that he got his way with Ambode, then they are on River State.
But again, let me even come up with this one. Ambode stayed 4 years. First time.
Okay.
Before they say, okay, we'll not let you go the second time because I think you've been too strong-headed. Yeah. I mean, this is 6 months. Yeah. I mean, what is going on? This is too irrational and unfair on the governor. 6 months. I mean, in 6 months, as the governor that is not even a politician has he been able to find his footing? I mean, the guy was not a politician. He was just one civil servant working under the Minister of FCT, the now Minister of FCT. He was just one guy. He was not a politician in any way. Even during his campaign, you needed to see the guy. He was just a follow until he became who he is. And the moment he assumed that office, I believe that Rivers State people saw him and accepted him as our governor. Despite the strong hand that the FCT minister used in running, the affairs of this state. They said, okay, you have brought in a son who will accept him, who will take him as our governor.
But I also see this as a game of chess.
Interesting.
Because Fubara was accountant general of
the
state.
Of course.
And you know what happened? When the EFCC wanted to arrest him, they were all out shielding him so that he can become the governor. Because they feel that he has information
that could indict the FCT minister.
Exactly. Are you getting me? But then, the FCT minister has not joined the big boys, as in the Jagaban, the untouchable. You cannot touch him. No court can touch him. With the way Nigeria is right now, we don't have, like I mentioned from the start, we don't have the institutional, the government institutions that can stand like this and say they are going to hold their side strong. Look at even the Fubara has even rushed down to get I call them all of them kangaroo judgment to hold him from not being impeached.
Because he's also scared.
Crazy things happening. Because of what? We don't have the law that is supposed to be protecting us. We also what happened during the PPT during the
tribunal.
We also had what happened even in the Supreme Court. Even after the Supreme Court, the other the Supreme Court judge that just left last week, he had his validatory section. He also mentioned it, how decayed the judiciary is. So if the judiciary, if they are not strong,
they are compromised,
enough, what are we now doing?
What is now your defense?
In the power of these politicians. They are now the judges, they are now the court. If they bring out their money, they give whatever they want.
And it's crazy how Nigerians are just sitting back to look at these things happening, because it looks as though we have now submitted ourselves to the hands of these politicians to do what they will. And it's very unfortunate.
So lastly, this game of chess I'm talking about, the governor had to shield this guy first so that EFCC does not catch him. Then he now becomes the governor. Then the former governor, that's Wike, has now joined the bad guy. Okay? I have to call them the bad guy. I have to join the gang. So the gang are now protecting him, in quotes, because he gave them what they wanted. So they are not this politics. He gave them what they wanted, and that is why even the APC cannot do anything in River State. Okay? So now, if you now say, okay, governor wants to leak the secrets of Wike, even if he leaks the secrets, will he be the first person that we know that committed financial crime? Because at the end of the day,
and he left unpunished.
So there are many out there.
That's
there are
why
many out there that okay, yes, so we have evidences. So they go to High Court, nothing happens. They go to appeal, before you know it, everything dies up, and they are living their lives. I can't start mentioning even the ones that finally made it
went to jail.
What happened?
He's back and then he's into politics
the former
again.
President, they brought him out.
And he's almost running for offices again like a normal politician. Very unfortunate though. But we hope that this situation in River State is brought under control though. Although the governor has come out to also put out a statement that rancors are bound to happen between son and father. We hope that they have been able to meet at a middle ground and these issues are resolved as quickly as possible, because we know that if this continues, because it's going to cause a lot of unrest. Already, River State is facing a lot of insecurity matters. If you live in River State, you'll be very concerned because of the reports we get every day of, people being kidnapped from every corner, the shooting of e-hailing drivers and all of, a lot of crazy things are happening. So we need to allow this governor to get into the business of securing lives and property of people in River State and let him do his job as the executive and executive governor of River State. And of course, the Ring Road project was suspended, but now I think it's back on track and it's already going on with some of this project. And we need to begin to see this governor do his own thing, like be him and do his thing. And so we hope that happens, and also in due time. I want to thank you so much, Victor, for coming to the program, and then have a great weekend. And also to our viewers, thank you for watching up to this time, and also enjoy your weekend. Until next time I come your way again, my name is William Sabule, and this has been the Newspaper Review on TAP TV. See you next time.